Hey everyone, One Big Boss here, and well, as you can tell from the title of the video down below, I am talking about Pokemon and the things they need to do to change the series to make it fun again. At least in my opinion. Now, this is a very heavily debated topic between a lot of people that I've seen on the internet and Facebook things and YouTube comments and stuff, and, you know, it's been on my mind a lot recently. Now, Pokemon is something that we've all grown up with as children, even if we didn't play it and everything like that. A lot of people I knew who hated it years and years ago now play it, which, you know, is just fucking hilarious in itself. But, you know, I look at the series now, especially the latest incarnations of the game, and not incarnations, installments, I was not really impressed with them. Now, I know that's going to cause a lot of butthurt for a lot of people and everything, but I'm not dissing them. I'm not saying that they're shitty games or anything like that. Just to me, I'm very bored with them. I know there's a lot of people out there who get a lot out of them. Like, people play them like hours and hours on end to get those shiny Pokemon, and max out them and all that stuff, you know, and that's great. That's great. If you can still have that feel with this series pretty much, you know, it's really something good. Personally, for me, I don't have that feeling anymore for the series. You know, when the original Red and Blue came out and I went to buy it at KB Toys, it was like unreal. And I still get that feeling from playing those games pretty much, you know? And that's really hard for a game that's that old to make you feel like you're playing it for the first time again. But Pokemon was kind of like a game changer back then, you know? It was unlike any Game Boy game we'd ever played. It was unlike anything anybody had ever really seen before, you know? It was a worldwide phenomenon. So, you know, after the original Gold and Silver came out, I just, like, I wasn't really a big fan of the Advanced Series Game Boy ones, and then I never even played Diamond and Pearl. I just saw a lot of the things, and I was just like, I love Pokemon, I love the originals, but the new ones I just can't get into. And I know that's a lot to say, because I never played them and everything like that, you know, and I would like to go back and try them someday. I mean, I could probably emulate them or something like that if I really wanted to. But as a fan of the series, even if I don't like them and stuff, I'd still probably buy them. But, you know, I didn't get back into the series until Heart Gold and Soul Silver came around for the DS, and I gotta tell you, those games it made me fall back in love with the series, you know, because if anything, Gold and Silver, the Heart Gold and Soul Silver were better than the originals almost. I was just like, I can't believe how fun these fucking games are. There was a lot to do in it and a lot to have fun with, you know, the Pokemon Stadium thing that we could do all like the little mini games and shit, and, you know, just the battling, the breeding, all that cool stuff, you know. But then, you know, Black and White 1 and 2 came out, and I was not really a fan of those. I really tried hard to be a fan of those games, and I couldn't do it. I got like 3 badges from the first Black game, and I just quit. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anymore. I was just so bored with it. I was literally falling asleep while playing them almost. You know, that's something I rarely do for video games. But, you know, when the sequels were announced, I was like, well, you know, maybe they're going to do more with them. Maybe it's going to be something really amazing. And it wasn't. You know, at least to me. I was not impressed by the games, really, you know. I just felt like it was the same thing, like, again, that... And if that would have been fine if it just worked, but for me personally, it didn't work. Now, I know for a lot of others it did, and that's quite okay. Again, I'm not hating on anybody who likes these games. And then X and Y came out, and I'm like, oh, good, we're getting a 3D Pokemon game, you know, a 3DS game finally. You know, I don't know why Black 2 wasn't on there, you know, all that stuff, you know, but I was like, okay, well, you know, this is gonna be fun. Let's see how it goes. And I only got like 4 badges before I called it quits. I'm only playing the game now because my sister got the 3DS and stuff, and everything, and she's further ahead of that thing than I am, which is pretty sad. But, you know, I felt it very stale. The formula of Pokemon is very stale, and again, if you still like it for the simple things, then that's great. But with the money that Nintendo has and the chances they could take with these games, you could make a better game. Personally, now what I would do is, you know, I've been saying it for years, these things. I got ridiculed by a lot of people. A lot of other people actually agreed with me, which was really cool. I personally want to see a open-world RPG type Pokemon game. You know, I would really like to see something like that in the form of, you know, Dragon's Dogma, Skyrim, and everything. You know, I don't really want to see like a Skyrim thing per se, like where it's first-person view and stuff. You know, I didn't like that. I know you can switch between the two and everything. everything, but, you know, like, I want to be able to, like, see the Pokemon trainer that I am and stuff, you know, do something like that. Or just have it be a normal person out in the Pokemon world, like, you could choose it, like, just choose how you're going to turn out, like you do in these, like, good and evil, like, who you help, who you don't help, what the consequences are in the Pokemon world. Because we have a Pokemon world that is so vast, so many different lands like that they make in every new game, and then like in the old ones they had like the Johto, you could go back to the Kanto regions and stuff, you know. You could make an open world like that, and that would be fucking amazing. You know, you could do the simple thing, which again, this is like one of the reasons why I feel it's stale. You have a professor that gives you a Pokemon, sends you out into the world, complete the Pokedex, get the badges, you know, and you get the 3 basic starter types, you know. All that needs to just be overhauled completely. You need to like start off the game like, you know, like you could be a young boy or a man or anything like that, a young girl, living with your parents, living by yourself, living with your wife, anything like that, you know, and just have it be like, you know, like a calling, like you go out into the world, you get involved in the worlds of Pokemon, of whatever the hell's going on, and, you know, someone comes up to you, like, could be your wife, your mother, father, anything like that, and be like, you know, this Pokemon was very precious to whoever and such, you know, we need you to have it, and we want you to give it a good home and a name and all that stuff. And you can choose the starting Pokemon. Now, they can make any starting type Pokemon they want, honestly. You know, it doesn't have to be the 3 basic fire, grass, and water. They can do psychic, flying, rock, fighting, ghost, anything like that. They can have all those in there, and you could choose different, like, starter types. Like, obviously, you're not going to get, like, the biggest badass one and stuff, you know? But they could give you, like, multiple different starter types of the same type, like electric, water, you know, psychic, fighting, all that stuff. They could do that. And I think that'd be kind of cool. As you go out in the world, you can pave the way like you want to go. You know, like how you can do in like Skyrim and Dragon's Dogma, like gain fame or notoriety, you know, if people hate you, like you could even like join Team Rocket, and if you're like a Team Rocket member, the way you capture Pokemon is different. You have like what could be called Rocket Balls, and you throw them, which I know it sounds really stupid and everything, but you throw them at a weakened Pokemon in battle that you're fighting, a trainer, and you steal it, and you get jobs, like you need to find somebody that has this specific, you know, War Turtle that we're looking for, or this one has a rare Blastoise that has been said to be very powerful. You could do stuff like that, or become a gym leader. Work your way to become a gym leader, run your own gym, and everything like that, and something like that would be awesome. Or like becoming a member of the Elite Four or something like that. You could be a Pokemon breeder yourself, help like breed them for other people, like your friends and everything. You could have like a farm or whatever, you know? Something like that would be great. And, you know, it probably will never happen, but it would be something really cool if Nintendo thought outside the box once in a while for this formula and changed it up. You know, it really would be something interesting to see and do. Visit all the Pokemon worlds, have friends join you in your parties. Like, if you're, like, go to, like, a Pokemon center or something like that, there's a list of things that people, like, you know, will hire you to get rid of, like, this menacing Pokemon that's been eating the crops or something, or there is this giant Pokemon in the tunnel that's causing problems we can't do anything about, we need help. There could be Team Rocket battles, like Team Rocket has been cited here, they're causing all this kind of problems, but they have new Pokemon that our police Pokemon cannot handle. It's stuff like that, you know? And you and a buddy can team up and go and, like, fight Team Rocket and stuff, you know? Like, dual battles, like they do. Like, you run in, when you play the newer games and stuff like that, you have team battles, like, your friend will join you, and you two will battle it out against whoever you're fighting against. And, you know, personally, I think that would be really a really cool idea if they could do something like that. I've talked about this with a lot of people, and they think it would actually be something that's worth a shot. Because it's Nintendo. They got the money to fail. If they were to flop from a game like that, we'd probably never get another one again, but at least we tried, you know? Or it could be like a stepping stone, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understand what Pokemon is, the basis of it and everything. I really do. And I'm getting, you know, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I am getting them. I'm actually really looking forward to them because, you know, it's got a lot of the older Pokemon, which is another thing I need to address. You know, if you're gonna make Pokemon in these games, like in the newer games, and even if you do the open world idea, make them Pokemon we're going to like. Pokemon we want. Pokemon we just don't want to capture because we need to fill up the Pokédex and whatever. You know, and keep them stuffed in a box and they never get out. Like, you never take them out and stuff, you know? Because I always felt that. I was like, I kind of feel like that's animal cruelty. They're shoved in a box. And they never get left out. It's bad as being in a Pokeball the whole time, I don't know. Personally, for me, the series has become quite stale, and I would like it to be fun again. I would like to be able to feel like a kid again when playing this series. And I know a lot of other people do too. Not that there's anything wrong. I know a lot of people who love the newer ones, and the reasons they give out to me of why it's still fun are valid reasons, and I can understand why, and I feel the same way. But again, this is just my thoughts on what they should do with Pokemon. Down below in the comments, write what you think about it. Do you think Pokemon should change? Do you think it'd be cool if they did something like that for the console, like the Wii U, like an open world Pokemon game? And have like cross-play with, the 3DS and the Wii U, anything like that. Because, let me know, because I'd like to see what other people think about this. So, thanks everybody for watching. Thumbs up the video, subscribe because it's free in this day and age. Free's a damn good thing. So as always, thank you for watching, everyone. I'm One Big Boss, and I will see you all next time.